Question, the member for Niagara Centre.
Speaker, through you to the Minister of Health. A Niagara boxing legend is fighting for his life. Doug Dobias is a prolific boxer and coach. Nearly a decade ago, Doug suffered a botched surgery on a hernia. Over the years, it got so bad he lost nearly 100 pounds and was unable to eat or drink. His nutrient levels were so low, doctors feared his heart would give out. Surgeons have installed a feeding tube, but it can't stay in place for long. If the surgery to correct the initial operation can't be done quickly, Doug will suffer lifelong consequences. But because of Ontario's massive surgical backlog, it will be many months before it can happen, and by then, that may be too late. Will this government invest the $1.3 billion earmarked by the FAO to address the surgical backlog so that Doug and people like him can have timely, life-saving surgeries, yes or no?
Minister of Health.
Thank you, Speaker. You know, the member opposite highlights exactly why our government proactively made sure that surgical backlogs that happened as a result of the pandemic are being dealt with quickly. It is why we are in a very good place in terms of diagnostic, basically back at pre-pandemic. Specifically on the surgical wait lists, as part of our province's surgical recovery strategy, we've invested over $880 million over the last 3 fiscal years. And Speaker, I might remind the member that that's over the last 3 years because we understood that there were going to be backlogs, and we needed to take these steps proactively to make sure that individuals like Doug got their surgery as quickly as we could. And we have funded Ontario hospitals to expand their surgical unit hours for exactly the reason the member opposite raises. Thank you.
The supplementary question.
Speaker, because of the massive wait list being ignored by this government, Doug's family had to create a GoFundMe page to pay for the surgery to be done in Buffalo in case it can't be done in time in Ontario. Is it acceptable to this government that people in Ontario have to crowdfund to pay for life-saving surgery in the U.S.? And will the minister stand up today, abandon her plan to bankrupt and privatize our healthcare system, and instead invest in our public system so that people like Doug don't have to pay with their credit card to save their lives?
Minister of Health.
Again, Speaker, I will remind and reinforce that in the province of Ontario, we get healthcare systems paid for through our OHIP tax-paid funded programs. The 400 additional physician residents that are now practicing in northern and rural Ontario are to expand and allow more opportunities for people to be able to access care closer to home as quickly as possible. We are making these investments. We are doing this because we understand we want people like Doug to make sure that the high-quality, amazing health care that we have in the province of Ontario, they are accessing closer to home. Thank you.